Okay, now that we've had a kind of an introduction to integers and where they fit on a number line and what they mean, let's talk a little bit more about comparing them to each other. We're going to be comparing and ordering integers in this lesson. Should be a relatively short video, and the practice that comes after this will be important. Let's talk about comparing first. When we compare numbers, we're usually looking for three symbols, right? We're looking for the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, and then there's always the equals symbol. So that the two numbers that are on either side of these symbols are being compared. When we think about normal whole numbers, I know that 10, for instance, is greater than 4. Okay? Do you remember that whole thing where the alligator eats the bigger number always? And that's what it was when I was younger. I've heard Pac-Man also, because you can kind of visualize Pac-Man here if you know who that is. But it always opens up to the bigger number and points to the smaller. So 10 is greater than 4. 2 is less than 6. And obviously something like 3 is equal to 3. So these are the three kinds of comparisons that we do with numbers. So let's compare some integers and see how that looks. How about -9 and 2? What's the comparison symbol that I would put in between -9 and 2? To figure that out, I'm going to have to think which one of those has the greater value. Which one of those is bigger than the other one? And if you think about these, remember that -9 is to the left of 0, 2 is to the right of 0, and if we go back to the last lesson, we remember that all of the numbers that are going to the right of 0 are getting bigger and bigger, right? And all of the numbers that are to the left of 0 are getting smaller and smaller. So -9, its value is less than 2. 2 is a bigger number than -9. Think of it in terms of money again. Here I have $2. That's a positive situation. It's only $2, but I have it. Here, I owe somebody else $9. That means I have less than 0 money. Now I'm in debt, okay? So this is a correct comparison for -9 and 2. How about $10 and -11? Think you got it? 10 is a positive number, right? I don't actually have the plus sign here, I don't really need it, but I know that's going to the right of 0. -11 is going this way, to the left of 0, in the negative direction, where numbers are getting smaller and smaller. So if I were to put these two on a number line, I would see that 10 is over here, 0 is here, -11 is over here. That means 10 is greater than -11. Okay, think you got that? How about if I were to ask you to put some integers in order? Think you could do that? Let's go with 4 integers. Here's -9, and I'm going to put -3, 9, and 8. And I want these to be in order from least to greatest, from least value to the greatest value. First, just so we can visualize this, I'm going to make a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's one. I'm going to go ahead and number this just so we can see it really clearly. Here's 0. These are a little bit too close. I'll make it bigger next time. Okay? We can kind of get an idea here. Let's put -9 on this number line. That's here. -3 is here. 9 is way over here. And 8 is right next to it. Once I put them on the number line, it's already automatically put it in order from least to greatest for me if I just go left to right, okay? So ordering these would be -9, -3, 8, and 9. My original list was almost in order. I just had to flip these two to show that 8 is less than 9. All right, so this is what I would call ordering my integers. Let's try one more list. How about 4, -2, 0, and -5. I'll use the number line again, just so we can visualize it. Let's start with 4. Here's 4. -2 is here. We all see 0 and -5. See how when I put them on the number line, I automatically get these in least to greatest order? And generally when you're listing numbers, you should put commas between them to show two things. One, that you have a series going on, a list of numbers, and two, to show that there's no actual operations in here. I'm not adding or subtracting, I'm just listing, okay? So your answer should look something like that. Not too bad, right? Take some time to go through the exercises right underneath this video. Told you it would be short. And then we'll talk about those exercises together, all right? I'll see you there.